Label hit be trying to sway me. Pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me. I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot. Feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way. Frank Sinatra. Been a shotter, been locked in with my cotters. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, de nata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect a demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen in you.
It's week 7 of the National Football League. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs. He'll make you pay if you throw his way too often. It's the Giants and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to Batson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a 4th-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Cousins. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jimenez. 5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Devontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. We're just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
This would have made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays. And there's an example of that right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Following the interception, Cousins. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. 3rd and 19. Throwing, Cousins. And he'll look downfield for Waller. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30.
That's interference. Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 110 yards in the score.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, That man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they play run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complementary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the passer, number 28.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. This is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Now a 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. And they run the option on 2nd down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. With it is Jackson. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And they will take over 1st and 10. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Barkley inside handoff, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
And the Giants first down.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A handoff to Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll set up to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field.
They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10.
A first down carry for Barkley, and he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Cousins to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jimenez.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Play action now. Cousins. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
Kevontae Turpin now to return.
And they can't bring him down.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in his first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Back to throw again. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Adoree Jackson on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. This time they stay on the ground. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Cousins throw complete here to Waller.
Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Back to throw now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
And both sides searching for adjustments. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Cousins. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Here's a give to Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now Cousins. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 52 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. This one goes out wide for Barkley. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And there are times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they doubled that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Kayvon Thibodeau. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They were losers to Philadelphia a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead as they start this drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 5.
To throw is Cousins. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, New York.
Throwing is Cousins.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
On 2nd down, Cousins again.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards.
Cousins. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
They go play action. Cousins. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Now Saquon Barkley. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys 17. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. To throw, Cousins. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. No gain on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking middle, and that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones from 6 yards away. And the Giants could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. There's a nice move. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run. Sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8. He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sean Robinson, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
27-yard line.
Cousins to throw it. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 20. Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag.
Play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fighting through. And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game. 115 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Giants, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Dallas, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.